Music, in all its shapes and forms, is an essential part of everyday life for people of all ages and from all cultures. Yet, we understand very little about how music got started. Now, music appears to be deeply rooted in human biology, but in order to understand where our desire for music comes from in our evolutionary past, requires comparisons with other animals. And we find good animal parallels for song in birds and whales. And these species seem to appreciate distinct notes and melodies in exactly the same way we do. But one aspect of human music that we don't have good animal comparisons for is rhythm. All societies have music with a rhythmic beat, and the beat is typically produced with percussive instruments such as drums. But so far there have been no examples of animals producing rhythmic sounds in the same way humans do when they play the drums.
We studied the only known example of tool-assisted drumming in animals, and that was with wild palm cockatoos, or palmies, in northern Australia. Now these birds make their own drumstick by snipping off part of a tree branch, and then they trim it to length about 20 centimeters like this one. Or they select a hard seed pod. Now in both cases, they grab that sound tool in their left foot and they bang it on a tree, usually near a hollow. Now in order to capture and study this rare behavior, we had to carefully stalk these birds through the woodland and covertly film them. Now the success rate of recording these drumming events worked out to be 1 drumming event every 100 hours. Now after 7 years of the project trying to do this, we actually managed to record over 60 drumming events. Now that was hard work.
We found that the drumming behaviour of palm cockatoos is remarkably similar to how drumming is used to make music in human societies. And in particular, we were fascinated to find that the tapping sounds were non-random and very regularly spaced, or in other words, rhythmic, just like in human music. And also remarkably like human musicians, each male had his own drumming style. Some were consistently slow and steady, while others were faster and much more variable. Most drumming displays were from males to females, suggesting that the rhythmic drumming has evolved as part of their sexual displays. Overall, we found that the unique drumming display by palm cockatoos has key hallmarks of human music, especially because they make a tool or musical instrument, in this case a drumstick, to amplify the sound just like humans do. But an important way it differs from human drumming is that in humans, rhythm is often associated with group-based activities like dancing. And our results for palm cockatoos make us wonder whether rhythm in humans also originally evolved as part of a display between the sexes, and it was only later co-opted to coordinate dancing and group-based activities. We think that palm cockatoos provide important clues for pinning down the origin of music in our own species, especially the evolution of musical instruments and our delight in rhythmic sounds.